Hello to everyone. In this particular video, I am going to explain the bubble sort method which can be applied to an array. Now, what is bubble sort? Bubble sort is a process of arranging the elements of an array in ascending or descending order. It can be applied for all kinds of array. That is, if we want to arrange the elements of an array in ascending or descending order, we can apply this method of bubble sort. And for all kinds of array, that is, we can take an integer array or a string array and even a character array and sort it using this method. It is a very simple method as compared to other sorting methods that we have. Now, what is the logic of bubble sort method? Bubble sort is based on the process of considering only two consecutive elements of an array at a time and check if they are in order. If they are not, they are swapped, that is, their positions are interchanged. So, what is it? If the array is of size n, we consider only two elements of the array at a time, that is, two consecutive elements starting with the first and the second, and then see if these two elements are in order. If these two elements are in order, we leave it as it is. If they are not in order, then we swap their positions, then we interchange their positions, and then we proceed with the second and the third and the fourth, fifth, and likewise. So let us consider an example. This is an array of 10 elements: 5, 1, 3, 9, 4, 6, 2, 8, 7 and 2. The positions of the elements will start from 0 and end in 9. Now, as I said, that bubble sort will start with the first two elements to be checked. So what are the first two elements? 5 and 1. And they are checked if they are in order. If I want to arrange this in ascending order, whether these two elements are in order or not. And what we observe, they are not in order, because if I consider ascending order, 5 should come after 1. So what we do, we swap the values. As soon as we swap the values, the array looks something like this. It becomes 1, 5, 3, 9. So 1 and 5 get swapped. Now the same process will be now carried out between the second and the third element, that is the element in the first and the second position of the array, that is 5 and 3. Again, what we find that they are not in order. So once more a swapping will take place and the array will become 1, 3, 5. So 3 and 5 get swapped. Now the process continues with the third and the fourth element, that is the element in the second position and the third position of the array, 5 and 9. Now here we find 5 and 9, they are in order. So 5 comes before 9. If you think of these two elements in ascending order, 5 comes before 9. So no changes takes place. We move forward, 9 and 4, which you can see it is not in order, so they are swapped. Next we move to 9 and 6, again not in order, so they are swapped. We move to 9 and 2, they are not in order, so they are swapped. Likewise it continues forward with 9 and 8, 9 and 7, and finally 9 and 2, which is again not in order, so they're again swapped. So this is one complete set of comparisons that we have done, starting from the first two elements, and we proceeded till the second last and the last element. So what do we get, or what do we observe? First, we compare two elements at a time. That is, if I consider this array to be A of 0, I compared with A of 1, A of 1 with A of 2, A of 2 with A of 3. Likewise, it went on, A of n minus 2 to A of n minus 1. So n over here is 10, so n minus 2 is 8, was compared with 9. Next, if any such pair is not in order, we have swapped. So any pair which was not in order, a swapping had taken place. 3. At the end of first set of comparison, now this is very important, at the end of first set of comparison we observe that the largest element of the array is placed in its position. Now we can see the largest element of the array is 9. So what objective we achieved? We have been able to shift the largest element to its position, that is the end position. So if it is an array of n elements, how many such set of comparisons we need to make? We need to make n minus 1 such comparisons, because say consider it is an array of 10 elements. So if it is an array of 10 elements, we have shifted the largest element in one set of comparison. So how many such comparisons we need to make? We need to make 9 such set of comparisons, because if I am able to shift 9 elements in its own position, then the 10th element will automatically be in its position. So if it is an array of n elements, we need to make n minus 1 such comparison. So let us see how the code will be like. So we compare two elements at a time, that is a of 0 to a of 1, a of 1 to a of 2, and so on. So for that we need to write a loop for j equal to 0, j less than n minus 1, j plus plus. And for comparison, we have to write if a of j is greater than a of j plus 1, we are swapping temp is equal to a of j is equal to a of j plus 1, and a of j plus 1 is equal to temp. Now how many times we need to do such comparisons? If it is an array of n elements, we have to make n minus 1 such comparisons. So it will be like for I is equal to 1, I less than is equal to n, I plus plus. But we also saw that at the end of every set of comparison, one element, that is the last element, is already in its position. So I don't need to go to the last element in the next set of comparison, because I know the last element is already in its position. So what we can do is the inner loop for j equal to 0, j less than n minus 1, j plus plus. Instead of n minus 1, we can place as I. So when I is 1, then I will become 2. When I is 1, it will be n minus 1. When I will be 2, it will be n minus 2. That means it will leave out the last element. The last element is already in its position. When I will be 3, it will be n minus 3. So it will leave out the last two elements. So like this, the process will continue. So now we will see the code in the BlueJ environment, the code for Bubbleshot in BlueJ environment. Now you can already see I have created the class Bubbleshot. The code is already written over here. I'll just explain the code. What we have done over here is we have taken an array A of size 10. We took input into the array over here for I is equal to 0, I less than n, I plus plus, and then the Bubbleshot code. Now what I have done, the Bubbleshot code, the outer loop I have taken for I is equal to 1, I less than n, which I have already explained that if there are n elements in the array, you need to sort 9 elements, because if you can sort 9 elements or n minus 1 elements, then the nth element will already be sorted. So if you have an array of 10 elements, if you arrange 9 elements, then the 10th element will already fall in place. And the inner loop that I have taken, that is for j equals to 0, j less than n minus 1, j plus plus, is the loop that will compare two values. And it is n minus I have taken. Why n minus I? Because as the outer loop proceeds, every time the outer loop completes, that many number of values will be sorted. So when I is equal to 1, that means one value is sorted. When we'll start with I is equal to 2, then n minus I. So I'll carry out the loop till n minus 2. Okay, so that is what we have done over here. And then comparison is there, that if the current element is greater than the next element, then we are swapping, because we are arranging it in ascending order. And the swapping takes place, t equals to a of j equals to a of aj plus 1, and a of j plus 1 is equal to t. Once the sorting is done, I have displayed the array in a sorted order. So this is the code basically that will arrange your array in ascending order. The only thing is that if you want to do it in descending order, everything remains the same, only replace this greater than sign with a less than sign. So let us see what the output is. I'll just execute the program. I'll create an object, void main. I'll enter the values. And you can see the elements are arranged in ascending order. It's 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now the same array, if I want to arrange in descending order, so what I'll do, what did I say, we'll just replace this, we'll just replace this greater than sign with a less than sign. No other changes we are going to do. So let us see how it works. I'll just again create an object of it, click on OK, execute the main. I'll enter the values. And the shorted array is, you can see, 15, 9, 7, 6, 5, 5, 4, 4, 2, 1. So it is in descending order. So only that less than or greater than sign, by changing that less than and greater than sign, you will be able to arrange the elements of the array in ascending or descending order. Hope this video will help you to understand the concept of bubble sorting. That's all in this particular video. Thank you to all.